Today we're going running. It might be kind of cold outside. I'm still recovering from a cold myself, but we'll see how it goes. So back in 2013, when I started my career in documentary, I was a pretty strong hater of the Oscars, and I still am. Some things probably will never change. Like all hyper prestigious prizes, particularly those in the US, there's lots of problems with them, but particularly the documentary category used to bother me a lot, mainly because I would feel like, how is a group of producers and actors and fiction filmmakers, narrative filmmakers going to decide what nonfiction should look like, particularly when you involve subjects? Documentary is essentially a journalistic act, whether we like it or not. When I started my career and working a lot more in documentary film production industry spaces, there's a lot more attitude toward it being like a film production environment than a journalistic one. But the truth is that these are first true stories that require in-depth research and requires us to be attentive to what stories we're telling, how well they're researched, how well they're thought out, what context they're in, how well they use sources and information, things like that. They are journalistic, but they often liked to absolve themselves of that responsibility and say it was art, it was film. That's become less true over the years. There's been more reckoning with documentary as a category of journalism, or at least the ethics of what they have to be involved with as they're making them. So that has changed, but the documentary category, to me, has always implied that a bunch of filmmakers who don't have those responsibilities would be able to decide what is good journalistic nonfiction filmmaking, and that's always seemed crazy. But that's why you get, a lot of the times for the winners, you'd have revelatory, informative, interesting documentaries, like, let's say, The Act of Killing, up against something like Amy, a music documentary, and it was almost always the music documentaries that won. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with music documentaries, except 20 Feet from Stardom, that movie. Anyway, all that is to say, the documentary category has always been problematic. The best documentary winner this year of 2025 is one that we need to talk about for different reasons. It's not just because of the